Jambata kumpakata Tishanakam Tanakaumba Danumanaka Esekima Hainakama Teseke Taumaka Esishakam Tuntakai Kuma Annakata Eseshekea Kumpakata Eyaka Kumtanaka Takanuma.
Hello everyone. Welcome another week of light languages and collective healing intentions. I'm Ismael Rodriguez and I'm here with Patrick, with Luis and Melissa, Soul family that will be bringing to you also some light languages. Nemesh Akuto Tuana. We will set intentions to protect the space, to expand the space, to protect the planet, and to protect humanity. Netesh Inak Akot Awata Ishiana. And we will go with the flow. Let's see what happens. But let's start with the blessings, Patrick. Turn.
All right. Yeah, so Ayasan, much love. Yatoshi, Ayatoshi, Tarotoroshi, Masatatoshi, Anyanatori, Teriatokia, Tarasho, Teratoria, Ayonamatiatora, Yenieta Satoi, Namyanatomini, Ayanamana, Tohimana, Oitia Sato, Minitia Taroita, Ashotia, Oshitimana Dopanitia, Aratoria Toritia. Much love, Koresha.
Thank you, brother. Now it's Luis.
Mainatoa kaitia umaiti mutana ua kaitioana mutaioana ukua tiniu umautu mutaini ua ukoana tumoa mua taitiana autuana uo takaitiana Moatana. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm sorry for the noise. I just kicked the microphone. And now it's Melissa.
Thank you, guys. That was lovely. Aisha katia rotatia manitia kutuya rashakatia tutia manitia rashakotia rashatia katio roshaya payo kuru tuya sha ia kayo koriti tia manitia rashakia monotuyo koritia rashataya mokotio manataya utotia Iare shikia patio roshokoto yomaninitia rotai. Iakushoko maninitia roshokia manitiaro. Iakuru shutonienitia kopaye kiara shayo kopayo kore shatia tore tia manata. Ayo kore tiare shakatia mokopaye. Ayakushoko payenitia ropa. Iare Kiare ko payo kure tia mani sheka. Ia kupia ne tia roshoko mana tiara tatoyo manata shoko payanata. Thank you.
Thank you, Meli. That was awesome. Tamakachuma. Niña makupata. Oche te chamakubata te nima. Chana kumba chana pupa mante chana kumache chitana. Tana mumatene. Tamachi mane kanama. Mumoku chumana katumate chana. Ha kumakatubata. U ha hana. U ha hana. Tene meke chana. Cha kumachan. Hanakata tumbaka. Amakutumachi chana kantune. Te tanamaki te tumba. Dan te namakapuma. Tupa tuma. Dan dan. Te make akubat. Ichit akutak. Ukakat akut aikak. Otatak ubak. Shikakuchikak ukokata. Akakutanak ahatakoaha. Enekak uta. Jinak okoakot ait. Inna ahak otisak ak ot ai. Nya aho. Han ahata jok akukuak ata. Anakuak akuata. Jak upa tana. Toko kota. Chicha amuk uho. Ene ejoko kanak. Ejika ahrok ata. Tuhurik arku asak orko umdak. Harupa. Shishak uku huturum ate. Shana. Huta. Neteki kuhoto. Hakuta. Hinaka. Hotana. Thank you. Chamama Katucha. And, and now let's do the intentions. We've been going through very, very powerful energies these weeks. So we are going to do our best to release anything that is there still offering resistance, removing anything that we don't need, and bringing more light to our systems. So we will be supporting these intentions for the group here and for all the planet. Kumate isak aokot itapa akukut aka. But let's hear what our brothers have to say. Chamak Usana, Chikawaka, Patrick, Tuba.
Yatara. Alright, for the collective, I love to bring out more love and clearing of the old world, releasing all dense heavy energies. And for myself, I love to receive more clarity on, overall clarity on all levels.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Shakucha, Nakucha, Luis.
Motokoa tia kautukoana. Ma titio atak.
Chavaka
That's,
umaka mochama. Nana. Dinama ta umbaba. Ta tumbata chika bubo kuchuba. Ta ruma chacha umbaka chuntana chata buba. Chagubaba chukuba. They just want to come out. Tawama. Hanyuma.
Matataitia tauta. Makai tau mumumua taitiaka. Noa teoa maoteana.
They always feel like a meeting, like when we speak the languages. It's, sometimes like the entities talking through us. They meet again and they are happy about it. They meet the kiabata or rekacha, so they feel like continuing the conversation.
Matataiti tau taiti tiu atana itia.
Suma
It's a very
shisa.
good feeling.
Yeah, it's wonderful. The feeling is so wonderful. Because yeah, all your chest expand. Nimatan suba hauma saum hahatauma. You don't only channel the language, you channel the emotion of this being also. Mishau rakau namahuchana. And that's why when we get this funny laughing feeling, it's like you can't stop really. Te bishuma nika, because it goes beyond our control. Nika mahumata asha, and we don't want to control it anyway. Teki minina kupta nakuta shina huma shana tukuchon tuku.
Matia teo toko e te oa ta kautua ta. Me teo pai teo koa ta. Ne teo koa titio koa na. Mo teo tututua ma. Itia ta kautua ta. Tikoa ta iti tiana. Mautai ti tiuma. Umana. Oa. Mo e te oa. Ne oa tana. Oa tana itiaka.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Um,
I do have the intention to calibrate all the systems, emotional and nervous system, and be able to do it myself more consciously, more frequently, and even with the emotions like we were exchanging right now, to keep expanding it and healing the inner child as well. And yeah, just like calibrating the energies and the bodies, and transmutation of anything that is still like bubbling and giving us some work to do. And yeah, so that we can open up more to our multidimensionality and everything. Mautaini tiaka, uta uana, mautuanata. E trazendo, bringing joy and fun to the process. And collectively, yeah, then we can continue to hold the vision and keeping our hearts open as best as we can.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful, Luis. Thank you. They are marvelous intentions. Moku mat ama to isa. Everybody is going to benefit from these intentions that has been already mentioned. Tamakuma ene samuma tetituma tetakuto tuitana.
Bukoa tiaka. Maka itia kauma iti omoa mana omo tiata itian umata iti tima umana tio koata mutua mana uate oana maoana taoata. These beings, they know our fights and
Very much.
the things that we are going through, and they just want to give us strength to remember and be aware of things and know how to move between dimensions and do the things we need to do here. Even that, I don't know if they incarnated here or they just have a great sympathy for us, but they know it. They know our fights and our struggles and
My
everything.
feeling is that they know how we feel when other light beings often they don't know how we feel in the body, and you need to tell them, and sometimes you need to have a fight, like Patrick said before, because you are telling them, look, it's not the same here. Being in the body is not the same that what you are telling me. Come on, get into alignment with the experience I'm having here on earth. So for God's sake, don't bring bullshit.
Totally, yeah.
Sometimes they tell you bullshit that is so out of alignment with what we feel and sometimes suffer here on earth.
Yeah, that's like the reason we have like infinite type of beings that we can connect to.
Yeah.
But is knowing and living what is real in your body, your experience, and at the same time, it gets it open up your third eye and you can see all the dimensions that you are working at the same time, you know.
Yeah. 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 And these
I think
beings,
that's like amazing, actually.
yeah, it's really amazing. And these beings, we are channeling. They, like you say, they know and they are capable to change the residual emotion, like all the residual emotion that we've been going through this week is like just in few minutes it has changed. Nita aha ot aru neti yama
Makaitia na
otokuku ama.
kaua omoa umaya tia kau muata noata itiaka mauta iniota ititia muata mukua tinini mua mumai oata mauota na oana mauata itia na uata makaitia titiana. Yeah, we are them. They are us.
Oh my
So.
god, I was just about to tell you. I was feeling from this transmission that they were saying, we are you, we are just an advanced version of you. So we know
Yeah.
we've been already where you are, so that we can tell you and help you in a better way than other beings. That's why neta kotes auto anaha turumakata seshika musa uko huku wakata ise saka hota nika atau okontaina. And now I feel the 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 alliance with ancestors ninak utek akoko tawata supporting them, so that all together they are, each of them is doing their own part, their own role. It's not easy, the whole thing that we are doing here on
But
Earth.
it's amazing, yeah, that we have them, that they're here, like just super reeling, and like vibrating for us.
Let's see, Luis,
And
if
the
we can
ancestors,
discover. Let's see if we can discover more things about them as we continue with the light languages groups, because it would be nice to find out more about
yeah,
them and bring their support to humanity, because those ones are the ones that we need first. Then all the other stuff and strategies and powers and whatever. But first, let's solve
yeah,
what
yeah.
is
It
here
doesn't need to be
mundane.
like yeah, doesn't need to be like a shiny light show always, right?
Exactly.
Because that's like illusory. So,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly,
but
because
they
we are
are
here.
still kind of like a yeah, but they're still. It's kind of like a mystery, but it's not a mystery. That is just that they are. They didn't speak everything and the history, and but like it's a collective. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a lot.
Everything the way it is for a reason. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
for sure.
totally.
And often they want to tell us things so that we don't struggle, but they cannot. They cannot because they are not allowed. We are meant to to have these experiences, yeah, and evolve from our own free will and choices. So yeah, they cannot intervene, but just coming through and giving us some of these feelings, like why we are with you, we know what you mean, and expanding your chest like with so much love. Yeah,
Te
yeah, it's
ana tau
priceless.
tuana o taini utau kuana. Matua kai tia tau tuana o tau kua te tima. Mua ta iti o kua ta. Mai tititi mua.
They say you've been knowing us from the moment that you started channeling our energies, but the only difference now is that you give uh, the possibility for us to expand within you more. Neta net alko, precisely because you are doing your own personal work with you, yeah, with yourself, with your system, with the things that you are experiencing, and now you are allowing more from us to just to be part of yourself. Ne me ta huma hateta atuk o kata ata oko. He mesa ana akutana isicha o hota oto. Nina mahaku utachana kuna haukuota. Eshawata joy joy amor joy. Nia hawaka seni nawana. You've been feeling it for a while. You are just more aware now. Tumak yeha okot otacha. Ishana ota. That's why you and Luis have been laughing without even knowing why you were laughing. Ene hauma tatuana. That was our laughter as well. Neka tatu nes ishar. You are very capable to feel what we feel. Nek ahotana. And we are glad that you open the doors nak ote honatuana, so that we can expand and be the expression of our divine humata evolution. Nanumata ekawaba. Sene, now we can share with you more. Nakakuhana Deshawama. Ohawapata Titanamata Shika Woba. Infinite happiness we feel. Nenikana Kahatam tu Toko Tushuku. Hakoshana. Unahauta Shakutana Tawata.
Taini tau tai tiatana tiokoana mo tai tishia tau mua no te ata iti mati taumu mauma iana makai te ana koa no mua iti ti moana tokoe te ana to toma mautia te ana tai ti ana muta kai tiana uta taoko kwa oko koa ona oa.
Yeah, it is true that you need information that allows you to ground more yourself. Esha oku, the frequencies you receive from light beings, sometimes is very high. Netis inta aku kuanta. And although it's serving a purpose, neta aka eshaumaka aotes aoko, our role is to support you in grounding yourselves with the information we provide. Nenet ahok ota toana. Just by feeling the light languages, you will have more power to ground naturally. Ninish aoku kauba asa aka ota ka ato te han oto sa ahota ana. And they say, Luis, that if you feel to start sharing these light languages in videos or things like that, please start doing it. If you feel the call to start sharing these light languages with the world, start doing your own recordings and videos with people, because it's part of the journey that we are all having here. Nakaratus aka o hitakutan tutachana guhu kuma sesha anta aha koko tukua.
Yeah, Maya tai tio koana mokoe te o kama moa tomoana i te akahuta. There are many kinds of different kinds of warriors and archetypes that are in play here, forming the blueprint and the geometry and all that we need to execute this ongoing mission. And Mayata Ukoana Mo Dio Tutuana. Many different forms of experiencing the journey and everything.
Yes, brother, you are doing it.
It's unique for everyone.
Suku shanara kuha tu sonda ka tu sanata. You are letting unfold the vibration and the meaning of these light languages. Nakam tu mes amakuha ta nahara kuha ta ta kuta. That resonates so high. Kakutana shanokuaka. Thank you, brother.
Wow.
Tushuma
I knew that day would come, right?
It's here.
Yeah.
On the 13th of July, Chachunako to 2023. Tumaka tushaka kutata kota. Ishawaka. Deshawaka. Tumashaka kukuchuku tukuchukwa. Oh my god.
Matititi upuamana iti ataka utuana. Makai titi oana. Omuata iti.
Yeah.
Come on, brothers, sisters. Let's go.
Come on, let's go. I'm so full of joy
Yes.
now. I can stay still. Now is Melissa. Kubacha, chukuba.
またやたうとあんだったかいてや。まかいてよとまてやままおわた。もたいてておわたかいてやな。まてじておわか。Let's laugh. Have some laughs.
Chawacha, kubacha.
Funny you said that, Louise, because I've had I had 2 dreams in Vienna. My third eye was really active in Vienna, but when I was having a dream, then a male figure came to me and it was like, it's time to go. That's what I remember. And then there was another one the night after, which was like a woman figure, and it was like, it's time to go. And then last night I had another dream being like, it's time to go. And I was just like, okay.
Triple confirmation.
Yeah. I thought it was just because, yeah, it was very, but yes, like they say, they tell you, but like your like human body's like, well, how?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my intentions would be, I wrote some down, finding balance between the polarities, to be a clear and open channel of source, to live in more devotion to myself and to source, more self-love, and the strength to embrace all this massive changes that I'm being called to do and to experience. And yeah, just opening up my heart more. Actually, just for that can be for the collective as well. I just want everybody's heart chakras to be opened more, to be filled with more gratitude and compassion and forgiveness, and just bring the vibration of love higher onto this planet as we're embracing the changes. And there was something that's really hit my heart last week, then I meant to send you an intention, but I forgot. The story was about the children from Ukraine being taken by Russian soldiers and trained and blackmailed. And I want to send light into that situation and all situations where, not just in Ukraine and Russia, but where they think that child slavery and blackmailing them and programming them thinks like that's right. I just want that all to be abolished like straight away. And I just want to send love to all their families and to all the children involved.
Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you, yes. Yeah. When we put our intentions for ourselves, we are also putting the intention for everybody else. We just started doing this type of exercise because we have a wound in that section of discernment. We we are healing that wound and expanding that that section where we allow love to come to us. Because we've been brainwashed and programmed with the contrary, that we don't deserve it. That's why we started doing this, like ask for yourself, ask for something for yourself and then for others. For example, during the light languages that we were exchanging, Luis and I was feeling that everything that we think, they were saying, you are already so evolved that when you ask for something for yourself, you are helping all humanity at once. Because you are already at that point where there is not enough separation to prevent it. And it's true that you are examples, you are true examples of many humans on earth. What is going on with you and in your lives, it might seem personal, but it's not. It's happening to many. What is happening to Melissa, there are many beings experiencing what Melissa is experiencing. What is happening to Patrick is there are many beings experiencing what is happening to Patrick, and what is happening to Luis the same way, and what is happening to me the same way. So yeah, we are sort of experiencing many things, so that we can also project more light into the planet with intentions directed to these specific things that we are living. So the job we are doing, every time I do a channeling or a quantum hypnosis, I get this information from them. It's incredible how much we go through, because we are not only growing from our own experiences, but these experiences we are having, they are in many people. Maybe there is another one person out there that is having one of the things that you are facing, but you are facing 20 things. Maybe people are facing like one at a time. Yeah, they say that we are super powerful. We can handle many things at once, when the majority of the collective can handle few things. But there is, that's the reason why we also carry all this with us, so that we can bring it to this awareness, and we set and send love to everything. Neni ishum haka atot asha hone hatuma asutu shishe hata atumaka es ahaoko enet akota tish ahawana. They are showing me a branch of a tree, and like we be in the thickest part of the branch, and everything that expand over there, leaves, little branches, and all of that, everything we do at this level influence everything at the other smaller levels. So it's very important what is going on here in ourselves. And what we do, bringing this to awareness. Because we could be doing all these by ourselves, and don't express it. We could be like more introverted and say, no, I'm not going to come to the light languages group, I'm not going to share this with my brother. We could do that perfectly. We've been doing that for many years in the past, but now we are really putting that on in the awareness of humanity. And as creators, we bring this to where it needs to be. And then the light languages just complement the process. Yeah, Luis?
Matua tai ti kaumua ta kiatana ta uta kai te ana. Mauta kau mota iti kaumuana te kauata mautoa mauata utoana. I guess that I have to train my focus. That's a message too. Like it's a lot of work, so we must train like our will and our intentions to be ever more like strong, more and more. I think that's a message there. And I wanted to say something to Melissa, like I was just like connecting to the energy, and High Priestess, it's a message, like the devotion from the priestesses. They are like, everything is a ritual. So I do get your intention. It's because it's one of mine as well, to be more like devotional and stuff. And that's one of the like 7 rays, cosmic rays that we have. So like the wheel from the blue ray, you know, the blue cosmic ray, and all of them. So I think that's another intention for to the chalice today too. But I don't know if you got what I said, if it makes sense to you. But ua taishiana mokoi nia o taititi ua shishiana ua taishi uama mautua takaitiana. Yeah.
Thank you. It does make sense to me. Thank you.
Like the sacred feminine, all of the aspects that I know that you study too and live, you
Yeah.
know, and yeah, it's here.
Yeah, she's here. I'm here.
She's definitely here.
You are not so much. Kubata.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Welcome, Brother Wesley. Shupa, Hunutukush, Anau, Chichana Kutana. You came just in time for the intentions. Jaguar.
Wasawatata muaka iawa uata wasana ia mua shapa suakataku muaka ia huatu tata utu tu 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 ni ko tai ma wa ya wa mai wa ta tu tata Sukuatata, moakine akuata, woyawata, wata. Suma mama moakata koyo, koyoyawata, uata, mukatata kiniki, uata ia, muakatanie, ia mauota, wota, 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 uaka, iaka, kanakun nukoa. Maia suata suakata ia mama mama mi mama mamu mama mu mamu mu mama mama ia wuta wutata wutata ni kutu tu 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 papa bu buku nu ki kuta tuata Makumuaka bayawa wata. Sukuata yuakata kuyawata wataka nuata wata yawa oyama mayama muaka unewa wata. Masakuta uyawata oshana iakata kumbawaka iwaku iwa. Batu boom 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 bayawa wata wata sukua moyo wata moyo wata Mayawata. Sawakata. Mayawata. Buwapata. Buwapata. Sukunawata. Mayata. Mayata. Mayata huta. Sukuwaya. Sau wakuya. Makatu. Ay. Yahuwa. Kumba. Whoa. Whoa. Batuaka.
Good start.
Mm. My lips there were actually, they were like, whoa. It was like, just like a totally different octave was like, was just breaking through the field. I was like, whoa. This was nearly, whoa. Whoa. Crazy. That's crazy. Well, totally weird. This is my niece again, who's
Your
being
niece
nosy.
telling you weird.
Come in. Motata kuasa.
Nobody.
Don't you want to say hello to the bunch of weirdos? Hanara tuka turusha ako utachana.
She said I'm an eagle, and she said I'm a weirdo. Kuasawata sumakota. A weirdo, you're an eagle and a weirdo. Tanawakawa. Ayawata. Ayawata.
She's right.
Well, I'm told weirdo and an eagle. It's interesting because that's been dropping all, well, not all day, but
We are not that common.
Oh yeah, the intentions. Here she is again. So the intentions, what I was getting even from myself was just a little navigation things within this reality, just to make things a bit more explainable in ways, because I find it just even the capacity of certain types of understanding, and then you're trying to digest reality, and it can be fairly confusing, and trying my best to get caught up in stuff, but I'm actually becoming aware of it then again. So it's all awareness at the end of the day. It's all energy being played out, but that's for me. Masuku wata kuya wata shukuya watu tata. If we incorporate this, it helps you better, but sometimes I forget. But it's all awareness. The planet. Samuakata kumbaya shuata shuakata samua shayakiti kutututu baba kumbuata niakata kotata suakata siniawata maya kuyata kunuata awata iawata sukuata bawata niawata kunuata siniawata sawata kunuwayawata masukuwata mayawata suwakata. It's already happening. Shinamaye niwaka connection. Bakuwata sawata bayawata. Thanks very much. Shinakuwa suwakata.
It's already happening. Hano kokoto sao hot oaka. And everything you say before, it has so much resonance also with what we are all experiencing also individually. Kana kaso makaota. It's not easy.
Sukuwata.
And if you have the chance, brother, to watch in the video what that part from the moment that you came, all that part before, you will see. We spoke about interesting stuff.
Uatata.
That they are related to what you say also.
Muakata. Kota. Takotata. Kuniyoko wakaka. Kinewaka. Hisukato wakata. Because Suguneki get to kota Shiba to especially with this awakening as well, is that someone will be coming in through with a different system and a different hard drive, and then Suakata.
It's okay, brother. Don't worry. It's okay.
He's mad to listen. Maisie, I'm speaking. I'm speaking there as Sukuata. Kia kuaka. Kunuakata. Kiniwaka.
So speaking
He's gone.
Sudanese.
She's gone with that. She's gone.
With the light language, she just went away.
She had to go. So yeah, so Kunuwakata Kawatata. Yeah, so like especially with this awakening, we're coming in with Sunkunuwakata. She's still there. Censor. Sunwakata. She is coming ready to come again. Sanuwa Iakuwaka. Makuwakata. I want to make a big deliverance with this, but because it's probably just repeating what you're already talking about in ways as well. Yeah, it's like within this awakening, we're coming in with many sets of understandings, and then just plays then be still replaying through. So for me, it's being aware of that, those plays that are rolling through, and trying my best to energetically not get caught up in it, because that's the thing.
Sometimes it's so dense that we feel like, oh my God, I'm going to get trapped again in that stuff, and yeah, magically we managed to get out. She feels attracted to the energy we are sharing here.
I think it's easier to get out of, but like for my instance, where I was suffocated, it's taken like 2 days just to kind of balance my energy back out again. And then everybody's like, where have you gone? I'm like, I just need to just be on my own right now. Well, obviously we've got Jack, but it's it's about respecting yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
self-love now is really needed. We just can't ignore.
And boundaries too, right?
Boundaries, yeah.
So much healing is going on also with the childhood, with our past. Even things that we thought that we got rid of them, tattoos, they are still there. There's some stuff still there. So we are for once and all, transmuting all of that and leaving some space for new stuff. Kuwaka. Yeah. So yes, if you are feeling these symptoms, do listen to your body, do listen to yourselves, and if you are in despair, just take, like Melissa say, take time away, yes, and be with yourselves. Be with yourself. Sometimes you don't need to do anything, just be with yourself, which is a lot. Shana katatsa sutta kuka. So yeah, my intentions are to support all these things that I mentioned already. Childhood, relationships with my family, anything that might be interfering in my frequencies from them. Yeah, I want support on that. I know I have my sister now closer than ever before, and that is a a real blessing, and a lot of healing between her and I is taking place, because a lot happened in the past that confused us at some point in the journey, and now is everything coming to the surface, and we are talking from, let's say, from a more mature angle, everything that happened, and we are going through every little thing, and it's so awesome. So I want support for me, for my sister, and for anyone going through these type of experiences, healing the past, healing the childhood, healing the teenagers time, adulthood, anytime. This is Shawama, including the past before these lifetimes. Enita Oana, or any lifetime happening now. Teka kota wata simultaneously. I want more support for my channeling also. It's happening in very strange ways. It's increasing, but I want some support in the understanding of the process. Shene Shawaka, for example, yesterday at 3 o'clock, I really felt the call to channel, and I was channeling from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and so much information came through. But the feeling is that when I listen to the information, it's like so out of it. It's like not in order. So they are like pieces of a puzzle that needs, let's say, like another channeling session, so that I can make all that information make sense, because it doesn't make much sense now. So I want support with these changes that we are experiencing, with this expansion in our abilities that we are living. And yes, I want also support in the same thing that Brother Wesley say, not getting trapped in the density. It's hard, so I want to support with light languages also all these transitions that we are doing in density, where we need to act also in this level in this density level. Netesh etitanak akuta tuba ehawata, so that we get the power, the energy we need, and the strength to face the hardest parts, which are the dense parts. Na nisha na uta, things that at this point don't make sense, and they can be quite irritating. Chishabuma asaoshe eneka tanahutuata, so I want to receive this energy, so that we don't feel so much pressure and imprisonment, and yeah, we just go with, find the flow again. Tina chushaka aurutua sheshabupa chana kuchana tuku chana taupa.
tai ti tiana kau tuma itia kau tukua na tai ti uataka mutai ti tiana mokua tai tiana motutua mana umoa itia tau tututua tai i tatauata makai tiata o te tamaututua tai tiaka ukuatana itiaka mautuaka tai tiana i kuatai niama umuana ititiana.
Shato chana aku chana ma sabta taputa waka tauma asauma chana kabuta shena aku anakuta she tawama. In other words, they say that's why we are here, and eka ana huante, embracing every moment, and that's why you also It's not accidental that you became more aware of ourselves, Nini Teachuana, of these beings that we've been talking about before, Brother Wesley King. Nini Taishi Takao, Ene Takao Diana, who knows much better the process of evolution. There are many beings who experience evolution in very similar ways that we are experiencing evolution now. Many of them, they can come from that future and visit us in this present point of evolution, and they can bring some wisdom and support. And this is what many beings are doing as well. This entity called Bashar from the extraterrestrials SESIONES, they are part of our genes. They are part of us. They are humans evolved in the future. And this entity that he channels, he knows what we are going through. And that's why he is serving such an incredible job to humanity and service. And that's why so many people resonate with this entity, because it has been already there. Is in the way he explains this is that different versions of Earth. There are many different versions of Earth, and he comes from one of those that is advanced. Yeah, Wata. Do you want to add anything else to the intentions, and so that we proceed with the light languages? Waka, Tusha, Tuka. Anything? Any other intention? No? Luis?
Matakai te akana mau takai te kautuku anata. Itio ta itio ata iata.
I think we are more than ready to do the transmission. So if you want to activate your microphones, if you feel it, if you are at home, join us. If you don't speak light languages, put your intentions, put your pure intention from the heart. If you feel like joining us, and yes, support these intentions. You can also say your own intention if you have any tiana to mata wata. Send that to the quantum field, and you will see the intelligence from all these light languages will go there. The love goes where it's needed. And it is Shamama Ninaku Hata Satuta Soaka Tusata Uama Tumata Tatumata Tisana Hupatatis Shamata Shishana Tukuma.
Yakosh Rotaya Kotea Ya Rikia Kopaya Kiara Yokori Tia Pakoriata Kia Tia Pata Kio Pai Koratoya Ye Tia Rishi Tia Toyori Kia Kia Mana Tokomia Kia Re Mana Tia
Te anata. Makahiti te ana utoaka. Ite o akana te aka utuku ana. Makai tau ana o.
papa yo kuiaka yo kushuku iki yakate yamana toto yoru shukiti yamana natiara shaku atia no toya paya kia poto yo paya kuya
Tishio tukuana te akai te utai tia tau tua kai tia ka matuko tia tau tukuata mo titio takai ti makai tia tanau tua tau koi makoi tia tau tua
I'm going away. I'm going
Tishio toa kana i tau toa i ta mato i tia ta kautumoa i ti oto otoa tai tia ka matoa tai i tau tua mautiana i ti oa mautoa tau moa
Sama mua o eki ku tu ba yene yoko ka taku ka takini kia iyo tu ka tu buka tu apa ya kumbuku yo ka tu
mata i tia kai tia na uta uma mata i tia ka ukauto utoaka Maitea kaitiana ukoate mautu umai te tia.
Ayo, yo tagir kotia totia pakuka ya tot ikur totia reko dia tia ropa ki
Hata itea kaitiana ta utoate kautu mautu ata itia. Autau oata moiti te oa. Te oa mana o ta oata.
satu ata aku yo koto
Taishia tamau tu takai teo makao tai iteaka iteakana itea uta mo tai tiata iteoa
ayo koshika nitia monoto ye monoto yoku kia monoto ya ma
hata itea kai utoi
nata iyo kura paya kushika tia tayo koshika ya paya no toshiko na tia
atea kai te tautaka
Aiwa, tia tia baixo, o tia mana tayo kuro tia rishia ma. Iyo kumarani tia kuro tutuya. Kwa tia ku. Tayo mo tia retio ku.
atishia kayana makoi tautukoa makoi ti kau ti mata itiaka
Aku ya baixo ku ya mani tia roto ya ko shati o kumana ni tia rata toyo. Ia kua. Ia no ku. Akoi. Oya kayo ko manitia. Tio ko tia manitia. Tia ko tia nata. Tio ko shatia natasha. Ia kuya mananitia. Natia matia rosha toya manatia kuretia nata. Ia kuya natia rosha. Ia ku mananitia re. Ia natia kore totia rosha koma. Ia kai no tosha kote pae ko. Ia na koto no tai no tosha. Ia manat.
Tahisia tai te ana kautoa mai te oata i te koe siana. Bauta i te ota kautu. Mo e tēnā oma e ata. Oma e te oa. Mautoa i te ana. Mautu i tama. Mo koe tēnā mo ti 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 ti. O tatau tatau.
Akio rosha na ayo tia ko.
Mautuana i te ataua. Mautua makai tēnā i te ata.
Tupa, chipa.
Mai te ata i te o tai te. Mai te i te ana o ata.
Atoya, aya, no tosh. Oye, manatiere, ya.
Nā
Umandota.
tai kai te ana o koa te. Anata o koa. No koa tai te oa. Mo te ana tutuma. I te ataoama. Ma o te ana. O te anata i tēne oa.
Ua, ya. Umai, iarea. Ia, koa. Ia, koa, ia, ia, rotoia pai. Ia, toia manatia, ia, ia, ko, ia, mare, ia, natukotia
Nā
manatai.
takai te ana kautoa ka.
Ia,
Te kautoa kai te ana.
ia,
Ukoa te ana. Moto i te ata kai te ana. Makai te ana.
Makuata, kinti kia ko ka katatua. Sukuata, maea ka uata, muakata, kunuaka.
Toa tai ti ana. Utoana. I te o takai. I te ana. Utoa ka. I te ana.
Matua. Muatu tu 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 va tu 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 va 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 you tu tu tu.
ia, ko, meni tiara shakati, no totia mani tia, ko shaka. Ia, no toia meni tiara tatio, ko shakati, manatio rashakio pa. Ia, no toio, bayane tio, ko toia reti shaka. Amaro no toyo rosha tia manatoya bakayo kore tia nateo rosho kopaya nata. Ayo kopaya nitia rosha kare tia mato. Kore tia maninitia ora. Ia na kotaya kotia manatoya re tia manata. No toyo rosha. Ia Ia manoto yo wa. Ia noto e bayaka. Ia ko re tia ba tio noto ya. Ia kuma. Ia noto ya manatia. Toto shukupa.
Takoto akata kanaki ni ea ma uaka ka kuaka ukata utata ua ma ieke ni ma ua kaya ua katukua mashaki ya woto atakada ya wa ya wa otata maya pia
Manatai di taputoana. Botai di Mati di tau to tama putu di tau to te tau to e kapai tau kapai di te o mana o tai di to i te o ata kakai te o ata e tai tia kakau makau te tai tia kau kai te o tai kai tia mate tia tai e kau tukua tai o anao Masiata tukuai itiana urata iana o taiana o
Oh, Mariana.
Chakapachukupa. Tutupe ke akukuaka.
taisia tau
Mayaka puaka
Aonoa tai
Samba.
itiana o
aku wakataki aku Jai makatuaka Sinuwa Mayaka Baba
titi tana umata titiana utau tai
Oya kayo no toyara.
tai takai kau toa
Ya ko Mariana tia. Tia. Yoko Yamayana Tayoko Yuto Tayare Shiata Yaro Shotaya Kuru Todiani Tiara Shako Koyabaya Kuru Totayabayu Kotototoya Paroto Yoko Shokoto
titiana utai tiana Itiata utiatu mutai titia Ukua kai te aka. Akau ku tai ti. Makai te aka. O tai. Utau mu tai ti. Mau to 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 ati ata. Ite o to 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 to. Mau tai o.
Ya kusha ya tiaru piari ti ya kasha yoma tiara tatia warosha kia tayoma na tiarota. Ya kore tia banini tiare. Ya toyo kosho katia. Ayo kore peana ni tiaro. Shotia manata ayo korata. Ya remana. Ya katia.
Mate atau ta. Mau te akau to tamaishi e to. Tomo i te atau tu. Iti o tu mai. Mau tau o tamai te ata. Mō tai te o to ana. O tō ma e tau ko ata. Makai te ana.
Pasuku aka. Mia babu aka ta e aku.
Tuku patai.
E aku a. O e a ma o aka tua. Ma e aku e a.
Kupata.
Maki ata kau tō mai te ata. Mako e te o.
Kubaka. Tuku aka. Tana pupa.
Bambasan mata kumbu aka ta hiea. Au aka ta kua. Tu aka bai aka ta. Mako tu 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 tu. Kuku tu 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 tu. Moko no kiwa. Shawaka.
Matakai te ana kai te ana kau tō aka. E te o tai kau tai te ana. Koe titi o ko tuku ata. Mō ti ata. Ko atai, ko ata. Mō koe te o tō aka. Atau tō tai ti. Mō koe ti ana. Tutu aka. Makai te atau tō. E atau kau ata. Ko atai o ma e te o mana. Mō tai ti atau ko atai. Ina mu ata. Mautu mu tai ti ana.
Yo paka kuku.
Tai ti akamu. Wata u. Ua atau. Uatai tia utai iata. Mau ti u. Ana i ti kau. Makai i tea. Mō tau tū ai ti niutu. Mō ti ana utu ata. Umai te ata.
Tumai, takumai, tupai, shakatutai, shikatuta, nakachukota, tumai, kikuba, chuka. Umaka, ta tupa, chesha, kuba, ta, kokoko, toku, shite, shite.
Takai te anata. Makai i te kau tuma. Umata e tau kuata. O te kau. Mō tai ti i te o ata. Makau toa te ana. Mō tutu a te aka. Ukua.
Kuwaba. Tuwama na ia magao. Mojina wuku waka. Tu soto shisha anaku sana. Kuku tutuku waka. Totoko ishata. Totoko ishata. Kukuata.
Matiti o tuna. O tuna e tau kua.
Tukuaka. Tukuaka.
Ia no ki ako.
Ite ata.
Tupaka. Totoko sototo. Choko pataita.
Ai ako dia ki ako.
Ai, ako ata. Tapata chupa.
Kai te anata ite ana o tau kai. Ama o takai. Titi e ma
uma iti. Utama iti iti utuko ata. Maka iti tiana.
Titianata.
Uta utuma. Maka iti tiamana utaka. Utau to tamaka. Maka uto tiana.
Titianaka. Tuto te
Batia takai titima utoata.
Huara. Turukuakara.
Oshaka tukuaka.
Chokoaka.
Ayakuwa. Tai te anata tai tiaka itiana. Uta uti ta. Kata uto te kai. Kau takai titi. Ota tai. Maya.
Chokoaka. Tutupaka. Chacha pacha. Chukuchicha.
Mata iti tima uto tai. Kotiti tamau tuta. Matai. Matai e tau tukoa. Ukoa tatai ti uku. Makau tai ti ana. Wakata kiaku waka. Takai te timo toko i teaka. Toko. Kai te na matai te atau tuaka. Makai te ata. Bawataka. Katukuaka. Kuwa. Kuwa.
It's like they want to break through
Takai
everything.
e takau to anatau to takauta otai te uto tamau matiki oto mato takai tiana
Yamamacha, moma, wa, tupacha, no to waka shisha, tusha, hakuka, kotoaja. Yes, like they are breaking through density. Dawaka, and breaking through. Hakuaka.
Wakatukinki e kakapua
Anatao tao.
Baba, tababa, japa.
Mavotae Maoio
Tubacha, cha chucha, chumacha cha chucha.
Ikea kau te koa te Motako ti koa Tau te koa tai te kau te koa ta Ititi o te koa ta Mo tau tua ta Mata kau to Motai te o Matuku itia tu koata o tumuata Mao te o taka uto totoata
Makacha tocha uva shosha kao macha tuku acha. Habacha wata. Habacha oba tuku toko kocho. Inaku chacha naku huru acha. Onecha nabu uhu.
Mata te ako ata.
Choma
Moti
chisha.
te omo.
Hocha.
Moti te ututu. Ana utu atau. Mati ututu ati titi uta iti ata. Motu koe te mauto e tauto. Tamauto e te ota. Mauta e te tau. Amauto. Mota e te. Maututu ata.
Mara buho tuko atabu achaka uchi. Tojenaka una hanuma chishinakuta numu hoto sacha hotesha akukutua ahata akukota. It's been said.
Batia shiata. Taishi tioto. Motai ti shiata. Tautukua. Ukua. Ukuata. Mautai tiaka. Kautukuata. Mautotoata.
Iata kuota suaka iama muaka kuoiama uaya uaya wa utata utata usuaki uae ia uaka ia wa uaya mama mama uaya uaya uaka tuakata ia uasa uasa ia wa mama mua ia uakata hua ushi akuta mua ia mua ia mua ke ia maua ia ua ia ua maua ka ia ua sa ua sa ia kia suaka 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 ia Bauaka Mizukua Maya Sei Oi Uayaku Wawa
Tiniti ututama. Utamai te titi te oto. Tautoe te kautoa.
Basaku
Mai te
Wataya
o kautoa ka.
Super
Makau te
Ya
kautoata.
Tukuata.
Mato tai.
Tukuata.
Ti ni utumato.
Chukubaka to chukuata.
Baba Buakata Samua Shiniaka Maua Usa Usa Suaka Niyama Mia Sumbuasaku
Wawakua.
Tauata
Chukubaka. Chukumaka. Tuwaka.
Te
Echinicha.
she tanama. Otoi te she oto. Atai o takao te she oto. Atau kui she otau. Ai. Akao takai te o kuata. Akao tai te o. Okao tau tau. Otai te tanao to to to. Mao te nakato tanao.
Wa kubakata tukubaka.
Utai.
Tukubaka. Tukubaka.
Matao.
Janakubaka. Oh my God. Nyama umanya. Jumanya. Tawa. Tukumaka.
Taishi tanao.
Wotakauta.
Usotaka Buaka Shaniya Makunua, Aiku, Sium, Mudaya,
Just
Mutaya,
like if we are in the middle of the forest. Chawaka.
Mata, Oishinu, Yawa,
Ochaute chata uma sakuta
Wakata,
chaka hakocha.
Yaka,
Achi
Baka,
Utota Utota Yeta Ua Utaua Taua Taua
Namatu, Ua,
Wanaka utata uka.
Nayomua, Shani,
Tumachakuta.
Mata,
Tumarakatana.
Shawaka,
Huakata tukuaka.
Bakua,
Honatua hauka.
Samoa,
Arabakatusa. Nashaka.
Batu,
Kishi Otoa Tanama Utoa Takaite Ata Motaishi Otoa Makautoa Itema Uto Taite Shiata Autuko Te Atakoata
Jamamuma, Janamuma, Jumamuma.
Babu Baba Kandugu,
Utai Tanauto
Oh my god.
Uaka, Tanu Babu,
Mutai
Chukwata, Takwata,
Bakini,
Mama Juba,
Gonga,
oh what?
Tuni Yahua Yawa, Tuni Ki,
Mataite Nantauto Hataite Aka
Makutu,
Utomo Hati Kautuama Mautuko Kaite
Titutu,
Motai Titi Moa Moa Te Kautomo Mai Te Mautuma Utiti Mautu Mutiti Takautu Tauto Tamana Mauti Tatai Te Mana Tai Atauko Ataite Otokoa Moko Te Kautu Tena
Tukuaka,
Yoewa, Usukumboga, Yikiwaka,
Tuma Chana Mama,
Shawakadayawa,
Juma Checha, Kuku Chubu, Harubacha, Hachachuka, Omaka Chuku, Chisha, Hoko Kotoko Tusha.
Taitishi Atakauto Atakauto Ata Ko Tautuko Taiti Mautuku Utuku Mautuko Ate Mauto Taiti Titia Matai Te Akavo Tai Otau
Choco Eche, Turuwaka, Chicha Baba Kuko, Hotoru Wishaka, O Chicha,
Te
Ukutu
Shitiana
Kuku. Ko Noruisha, Kuto Koko, Chanama, Achote Katana, Kuchita, Pakoto,
Taishitina Tautuku Itia Tauku
Ayawa,
what about?
Madi Mamu, Chita, Mama, Oh, Yawa,
Uga, Suga.
Chukaba,
Suga.
chukaba,
Ai kua.
chupa.
Ai koe.
Anatau to koe te taukoata. Makuti kauto.
Llama.
Kutukoi te kauto. Tukuata. Tukuti te ko tau toko taite.
Uta kungu apia ua. Chili ki makutuku aka. Pai akata, su akata, maewa. Oasa, tana ka uasa. Pai aku akata. Muaka, naimi ea. Ayawa, uayawa. Mama maku. Kuna baya mawa eawa. Osawa, kuaka keneawa. Mawa eawa. Ea maeapa. Kuawa eawa. Wayawa ua.
Umajama tumanama. Amanu mana tanamu. Tanamu mana namu mana. Tanamu ma. Tamu mamu.
Sumakawa.
Joder. Natachupa, chicha.
Suaki akua.
Namachu, mechichana, okoto, taka, o, chicha, aru.
Chani uakata kuya wakata. Ba wakata inikiwa.
Nina, mohu, guchi, chicha, anna, ahuba, chicha, datu, kiki, kuku, turutu, chufu, karatuka.
Kuiki aku kutiki 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 kutuku kaki kuya kuya hyuka mayota. Betul.
Sama mamua.
Sama kuat.
Tu papa jika pu papa cu papa jika kuku kutu kupa kuku wata ana ua ha ta tua kana jeje shikuku tuku maka cha kukuata freedom harara tuaka
Yana wata. Matoka.
Chakuhata. You have the big key. Kanaku. Tawapa to open the door. Janaku anytime. Tanawa.
Suakata. Trust in your inabilities. Sukua inabilities. Bawa sakuta. Sukuakata. Iniyawaka. You got everything you need. Sunumuaka. Suakatu. Super advanced. Sukiniwa. Civilization. Sunuata. Kunuaka. Sukuniyakua. Baiyakuatata. Sukuata. Suata. Baiyakutututua. Makunukua. Natekiea. Bawa. Sunuaka. Beyond structure. Sukuata. Just weaving. Sukundukuniki. Shikua. Hardwiring. Bumbakiak. What?
Hoja uwaka. Tama
Ako?
utana. Jama patu techa ga seshe desheta dus isha. Hana akakuta takuta tochesha. Doku, you are remembering your origins. Nika, therefore, your gifts are being activated. Nija Auma, awakening feelings. Neiti Shanuku Makuana. Ucha Uka will progress. Tika ne eka in expansion. Tana oko. Eniti ikita oto pa hakupa cha shucha. Etakakuta tahutu. You will break limitations. Enichan uma ukuaka.
Uyoka kwa. Ikinu.
A scream of freedom.
Wiwakatikoa.
Jama, Juma, Chisha, Kaka, Kuwa, Tupa, Ta, Wata. The warrior is the combination of everything. Nichawama, Chawama, vulnerability, power, strength, every quality you have. Kawuba, Takuwata, makes the incredible being that you are, humans. Tauma, Esha, Akukuwaka, Etikawama. We are excited to see your evolution. Nidama, Uhoa, Taumata. You are so much part of us. Tanawuma Kubata, Okakuta Kuhuata, Chaukuata, Tamamapu,
Kaishiti Okoata, Motoiti Umuma iti, Mauti Anatau Koa, Utau Kuata iti Okoata, Mota iti Ana, Utai, Utai Nautuama, Mota iti Akauata, Mota Kaiti, Anautua, Motai Ukuanata.
Masako toaka. Inika makunoa. Ayaota kiniki. Iniki batumbua. Shawa ka kia. Kawatumboa. Zina kumba. Kuniki kuwa. Payawa. Payawa sawa kaya katumbo kumba kawa. Kiniawa pawa. Inua. Inua pakunua ka shinewa patumbawa paiakua paiawa suaka sukunua ka kineya maua hua shinewa
Tacha,
puasata
Tanachuana,
sukua
Machu se kaupa, Tasaoko, Tusakaruta, Jakuka Kutacha, Tuntaa,
kotoata
Tutua,
tua yakatakoa pasukue tata mawata tua yakata kayoko tua yakata puasata.
You are aware that when you overcome something in your density level, Ishika to Chawama, you come back much easier to your center, to balance. Inya Utuana. Don't fear when you go away from your center, as you are prepared to come back always. When you leave your center, it's just to experience something, heal something, dissolve something, transmute something. Remember, you always know how to go back. You've been doing this now for many years. You are really advanced. Ni nia hao tau ta kokauma. Shitsaka tunisa. You already know this. These are only words of reinforcement. Naha hau. Nesa hata hotahisa kuma. Enichikunta hatato sakutai shinamama kuwata te shikutu ontawa. Everything will seem like going faster and faster. Gisha Umak Awana, fluctuating from levels of density to level of lighter energies. Ninish Akuta Anahao Konta, but always coming to the center. You won't get away from who you are, from who you truly are. Nana, Ineka Uma, nothing can separate you from who you are. That is only an illusion. Fear from the programming. Niña, Kohota, Initama, Hotesa, Ana, Hinika Guntana, designed, Kanakutana, what you want in every step. Enjoy every step. Niña, Hona Hatuta Ahata, start your own adventures. Nini Kitana Ahutua, make the most of living. Nete Hakota Tusta U Anakute, Sene Shichana Uta is really an incredible experience. Nakuta Sao Kahao, He Nikahata Chat. Lot of love. Shatao ta shatoata. Lot of love. Da pachuba tete uhu kua nama umahana ta samuma. Esatao kuta. Embrace yourselves. Jawa Jukuata. Take time to love. Self-love. Shanaka. Tashuka.
Unuaka.
Shakukwa. Often that self-love is actions we take here in the 3D. Ninchi Shanaku Toto na. Things we can do to treat our body better. To create mobilization. Move around. Ne shauma tawana te siti uhuaka. Huku anata satutata in tatuata. Truly enjoy life. Ne te te. Wakata.
Matakai te anakauto. Utai kauto aka. Makai te uata, uata, uata. Muatai te ukoana. Moti ututu atai te ana. Mota utu ata. Umai te uata. Motua iti atana. Uta iti ata. Mata uata. Uata.
Mana kauma esawama taneniana kuama deseniana omaka uma nenetiana oma auma hanaika maya udeiwa isewumana kauna keniana kuana.
Matiti kautoa takai te kautoana. Makai te kautoaka. Ututuata. Mata utuaka. Akautu. Mutai itiana.
Tene techana umaka antate tanakumakana. Aumaka aenaka. Tonai hita umaka te netia maka umata kanata. Isana uma ineta tanumaka tate shinakumata. Humata tate shupapapaka shukutuntu ishana. Chamapapa kuta papa chukupa. Everything wants to come out at once. Chamapa chupa chupa chupapa. Hana chuma chicham. Harapaka.
Tai te akai nea tauto. Matu itiana. Matuko itiana. iti utu. Matai iti akau. Noto iti motaukua. Maitakai anautu. Anauta itia. Itiana kukua. Itiamua. Maitia kau tutuma. Maiti utumu. Umai. You are such a beautiful species.
Shava. Hinya kaguma. Jauma anaha ine. Nanakuma chana hatuba. Chisekitana. Eneti atu. You are truly our love and attention. Eneta hauma seshi chawaka. Nauma hana hota machisantakubate. Since you are opening your doors more to our assistance. Neka na hote chawaka uta teshetika kumata sawama tisawama te sawa auma eshawumaka. We are celebrating Takuma te titian these new times to come. Tanakuta ise ti tanakunta ahawa. Sawoka nakau te chana. Tawama te
Matai
sawama.
kau tokoana. Utai koanama. Mauti akautu. Mai kautu kui. Mautu koata. Uti Ioana. O maitiana. Itiana kautaka. Maititioa.
Machana mumaka hata to hahikau ta sentanti nakutan senakutan taumakan taini nakawokawana. Sanakuana te saawaka to saumana sa tauma. Hena kahuta sato kahuta das isakuta o hotu waku. Duma satu eset aku to. Tatus esaku tata wata tika wata te tiana tatu te tiana. You have the capacity to take all the perspective that you need to observe every situation you are living. And from there, put your intentions to do the best that you will do for someone else. Just apply the same thing to yourselves. Neka hau kesa tawoma katotiana. You are not trapped anywhere. Ene yukua Tana Satoana. You are realizing this more and more, that everything is truly illusion. Hanara hote saka hota kota sana kota titana hukuaka. When you come back to your center, you are even stronger. You just take some journeys to experience. And when you come back to your center, home, you are much greater. You have experienced a lot of things. And when you come back home, you feel the greatness, the growth. Shana You've been doing this all the time. Netesitaku tunaka tekuana tasota isecha kuka otato takita hoka kuata techa.
Matakai te na mahutokoi tea. Makua tai tikoa. Makai anau. Mauto itauruata. Mautoma. Open your eyes to the new perspectives, to the visions. Matai kau tumua, mautai nau toata. Your soul plan in your capacity to execute it. Mai tianata utukuata. Mautoana itia kau tukua. Mautukuana. Grounding more of yourself. Mautukuana. Mautukuana taukuana. Maukuitiana. Appreciating everything. Mautua itianaka ukuata. Remaining hopeful, excited. Mautukuana muata. Creating. Makaitiana mutukuata. Sharing. Makautukuana utuata itikautuana. Kaitinia tautukuata. Mutaitia tautuata. Kautu maitiaka. Mutitiana. Having fun.
Having fun. Shama huai. Muma. Huma. Tuma. Chisana muma. Hama. Fuma.
Matai
Chisha.
tikautukuana tai tikautu.
Hotana
Matai
kuba.
titina utukaiti.
Tuma. Chisha.
Kaumuata.
Toka kuba. Kutuacha. Tanu. Sisata kutates. Ishite tikuwaka.
Matakaiti nama tukuatai tiata. Mutai tititiana. Utai mutuana. Motukuitina. Utaiti. Matautu. Utautu. Kautukuati tiana. Utautukuata. Matakauti imutu. Iyataka. Ukuata. Makamutai tiana.
What a journey. What a journey, guys.
Nani o katoa.
Tuma.
Mai o she. Kawaka uaya. Mai a o tai a ku a kai a uaya. Kunyo e wata. Ma ua. Mi a kutatua aya.
Patrick
Papa.
fell asleep.
Tiana ta itiaka. Ututuniata. Utai
Uyo wata.
niata. Matukui. Inamutai takao tukoa.
Yeah, actually, I was going to say to him if I thought of it earlier on. I kind of arrived in a bit late, but I was listening to kind of First Nations chants there only during the week. It just came up on my Spotify. I was looking for it actually, and an old one I heard, and there was one actually sounded like Partick. It sounded like Partick's light language. If I had it actually, I had it, but I was driving. They couldn't really send it, but I was like, oh, right, you know the way they just come up and it goes. But it sounded so like Patrick. Yeah.
Where did you hear that, brother?
It was a First Nations chant. So like all different blends would come up, and there was one I was listening to in the car, and it sounded like she sounded like Patrick's light language.
very much. No?
Yeah.
It's so incredible, how we can channel the same languages and not even knowing each other. Hanata Auma Asabotana. Have you studied? Have you done your homework so that you can speak your light language? Tabata kuchata nute tawata. Such a pleasure to channel Antanuka Hata Uta Chawana without having to study the language. Chawaka. Uma Hatuva Sesha. And they've been here since we started channeling them, telling us that everything else will come to us the same way. Because it's not the way we have learned in the dense world of how we manifest things. We can do that with certain things also in the 3D, but many things to come are going to be in the same way without making any effort. But feeling a lot of pressure and love.
I think the only effort, quote unquote, is just to relax your mind and relax your body.
That's what humans find difficult to do. That's the reaching that point is the effort, really. Yeah. Exactly.
Being present.
Being
for
present,
whatever
exactly.
And
allowing yourselves to flow with that. Neta aku otesh ao. Often we believe that there is something always more important to do than just stay relaxed. And we know that we feel everything when we truly relax, when we truly become ourselves.
Natakai tiana kau mautai kau to kwaya anayak awukayan.
Humaka asoba chuko akata. And Melissa says, it's been so lovely to be with you all again. She sent an emoticon of a red heart and like this emoticon with 3 hearts, like being in love with the whole experience. And then she says, I miss you and I love you all. My body is telling me to sleep. Also like Patrick, she was knocked. But that's such a good thing. Just our whole system putting us to rest. We have had very intense weeks. From the very first moment that Patrick connected to the session today, his face was like, what a challenging week. I've been fighting with myself and with my ego. I've been he say, if he does the same things to me again, I have told him that I will sabotage him. And I say to him, do you know that you are talking to yourself? He say, yes, I know.
He's so funny.
Yes.
He's so funny.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Super real, super cool.
Super authentic, exactly.
Yeah,
it's so cool that we can talk in this way and that we can express freely in this way and just say it. Even it sounds crazy, it doesn't matter because it's what is not really crazy.
Exactly.
It's like when your niece says you are weirdos.
Weirdo.
Well,
weirdo, but she's still tuned in. This is interesting.
Yeah.
She's still picking up on the eagle. So she's still that's the interesting, they're still picking up and stuff. But they're still like, they could be still programming, like, not to judge, but you know, just because I could see her kind of going through the whole little
I think
crossword
she's.
information.
I feel that she's cheeky with you. She's cheeky with you um, to play, to just.
Oh, anyone. She, I'm I've been teaching her how to do to look after her. So I've been taking her through through the 1-2s, boom, 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 boom. So I did some martial arts, and so, but she would be good. So they love it because, you see, it makes them alive. That's so important. Exercise makes them alive.
Exactly.
It charges them.
Exactly.
Energetically, they get charged, and it gets them to coordination. It gets them to coordination, and if you teach them, right too, you know, all this stuff is to be learned to of rightly so, not to be abusing it. You get some good qualities for just advanced human being, really. To be able to look after yourself, but then you don't abuse it. Because what you're tapping into is beyond the human spectrum, but then it's collaborated in the vehicle. Like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I reckon there's a big part of it. I don't know. It's my grandmother. I reckon it's my grandmother, incarnation of my grandmother. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you say.
Yeah, in the eyes, and the face, the mouth, and just the expressions, and the kind of, she's yeah, she's no fear. She's no fear.
No.
Yeah. She'll be
Yeah.
interesting. She'll be a handful, let's say.
Oof.
Yeah, she'll be a handful.
She's great.
She'll be speaking, or no, she's speaking there now. She was like, yourself, do. And because that's what's happening there. They're reeling in. They're reeling in.
She'll be telling you or telling us that we are weirdos up until she realizes that she's another one.
Yeah, she already knows it.
I think she already knows, and she's just playing with it. Yeah.
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 There. She's funny.
I told
But
you that in the
her.
other group we
Proper.
have a lady with Down syndrome.
I know, amazing.
It's the same. To me, it's the same that if a child or your niece just sit down next to you and start talking with us like languages, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. If we expose them to what we do, it's going to happen because the vibration is high and naturally it's attractive and naturally touches parts that is not even in the brain. It's just beyond. And they are going to feel great.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. It's that's all. Like, that's the whole. I'm gonna keep repeating what I'm saying, but that's the whole plan.
Yeah.
The plan is to just start redirecting this thing. It's already here anyway, but just it's all reactivations. It's all the reactivations of the cellular system, and recoded information that's already there. So so we become more consciously aware of us being humans, but we're not humans. The multi-dimensional self, really. Selves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're sure you don't even need to explain.
It's lovely to hear, brother. Even when we know things, it's so lovely to hear even if we are already aware of them, because it resonates so well, and it's like listening to music.
Yeah.
Really.
When you lifted that, actually reminds me of the old. It's actually they use it in symbolism. No, they use it in some symbolism. I know, but it's actually like the it reminds me like the laws of balance, like the old weight. The way I'm seeing is like balance, the two sides.
Yeah. Like Libra.
Is it? Is that what it? That's what it is. That's what I'm looking at there. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
It's super cool. It's a handmade thing I got from someone who was just making them.
Yeah.
Shawaba Tawata resonated very much.
Yeah, man.
Sauaka Utua Tishabata. From now on it will be there.
Cool. Yeah.
But it's dangerous if I do like languages and,
Yeah.
and I kick it like to.
I know.
So
I
maybe
watch
not.
Sage, like even if it's just using Sage, and it's like even though nothing's ever happened, it's never caught on fire, but it can be supposed to be pretty potent. Sage,
Yeah,
very
Tuva,
good.
Tushagwaka,
Yakunupua,
Jamama,
Kinua.
Sishak Alma, Sisa. When I started the Light Languages groups, I had visions of being running the group the same way that we've been doing so far, but
Yeah.
with children and teenagers. So
Wow.
they told me that eventually in the future there will be children and teenagers.
Nakuatata, kuatata, wata.
Chikakuka.
Takuatata. I think I brought up this already because you're around about the kids here and stuff. Like I know, like I'm wearing building. It's an area. Like I've had a couple of women come up to me, like older ladies, and are like there's constantly mixers and stuff being stolen. They're expensive enough. Could cost you 3 mixers being stolen. They're like, that's probably like, that could cost you like 3,500 euro, like constant material stolen. They even stole the rafters off the roofs. So, but I've never had I've no issue off them, even when I park my car up. But I kind of give them the old nod, like, because it's alchemy, like, because you have to kind of meet him, and like, I give them a salute, and I just look him straight in the eyes, and you kind of because you have to kind of give them you have to meet them, like, and then the salute. But it's interesting because there's an interesting dynamic happening, and I think it's just meeting people, like, even if they're the kids and stuff, just meeting where they are, and then unfolding, like even my niece there, my nephew there, or and about stuff, and then it's unfolding the information, because I think even like within spirituality, even sharing some of this, you have to kind of meet where they are, because sometimes sometimes it can be a bit understandable. Even with this, it's not even to be explained in ways. It's all about the energetics of it. Sakunu mashine kuata. That's all the essence of that anyway. So it's speaking into formation. But yeah. No, it's beautiful. I love it. Yeah.
It's lovely, brother.
I love it.
Hatamahuma Satamu Kuasha Tukuhana Taka.
And there's more, and there's more, and there's more opening
And
up.
it's more.
Yeah.
It's always dot to be
More.
continued forever.
Yeah. I thought 2015 when I was I think it was 14 maybe. I think 14 I was really looking like I have to meet other people to speak this stuff. And I remember my buddy's mother, who actually introduced me to crystals and stuff back in 2010. She asked me to go on a Zoom thing to speak about it, and what she said is, she goes, "You're the first person I've ever heard speak it," and she thought it was a way out there. She goes, "What? This guy's bonkers." And wait, she's years ago. She goes, "You were speaking years ago." And she said, because I was in Canada, she was like, because she's from Ireland, she's actually she's a kind of a healing spot now. She goes, but it's amazing. And I said, I know. I said, I knew you thought it was bonkers. Even our son thought it was bonkers. But actually, what happened was, even with this dude, I used to ask him for like really deep wisdom, share really deep wisdom. But the information was in the language. So when I started speaking the information was in the language. It was all energy. Because I was starting to feel the field, understand the field, and that's what I think is cool, because it's done a 360, like, and it's not I don't sound mad, and I'm not mad. Where a lot of time I did, like even searching the internet, I couldn't find anything in the internet in 2014, 15. I thought I was speaking in tongues, and even when I went to speak, I actually met. Even when I went back here, I think it was like 2015. I went into a gang that were speaking in tongues, and I kind of didn't resonate with it because there was more to it, but they were trying to put it into boxes, like
Oh yeah,
where it was like going, yeah, but this is,
doesn't resonate with me.
and I get it. I get the whole connection,
Yeah.
Holy Spirit, amazing, lovely, but there's the whole format of the beyond the structure of the
Yeah,
the
there are a
English.
lot of people using it to call attention
Yeah,
and
so
to gain, let's say, a place in society and to become famous and things like that. And when we don't use them for the natural purpose, because we are not really thinking I'm going to use the, well, we put the intentions, but when we set the intentions, they are in alignment with the divine love and the universal love. And yeah, I came across with so many light languages speakers, or channelers who were using the light languages just to, I don't know, to call attention, really, to
yeah,
say, look how cool I am. No,
yeah.
and I can see so many doing this in Facebook. So many
Yeah.
doing
It's
this in Facebook. A
it's
lot.
waves too. It's kind of different waves. So there's different waves. And you've probably seen the waves coming through. And there's a trickle of information, and then there's a trickle of information. Which is grand. That's all surfacing. But yeah.
That's
But it's like
why I
anything.
feel so
I don't know.
blessed to be here with you guys and to meet you. When you came, I felt like you were sent by God, really, because you were really in that frequency of surrendering. Um, yeah, is this is when we create really what is the whole divine will,
Yeah, to what
instead of just mixing it with the human experience with dense things.
And what
Ego.
I resonate with when I dropped in is that you were time for everyone, and it was a neutral base for it, and yeah, straight away I was like, really connected. I just really connected to the vibe, and the whole synchronization of even what I was writing as well for probably about 2 years previous, or the
Yeah,
longer, 2018.
yeah.
Um,
Tamaha tuba te sa takuku tuma sheshetiki mata.
Basuko,
And this is giving the incredible results that we get today. It's so wonderful. Such a wonderful journey has been. Hararatu faratu fa shukva. We are breaking. And we can go to the videos in the past and we can see the transformation. We have changed a lot. We have changed a lot. The way the way that we do it, the quantity of transmissions we is everything. Everything is in really in another level. Shavama Chushua.
I do like what I was noticing at the start, like for like I think even when I was 2 years ago, is that there was so much energy coming through that it's like where it's just you start just to be more integrated with it now.
Yeah, it feels much more integrated now.
Yeah. And it changed too. It changes too. I think it's more like even coming from it's kind of more into the ground base, you know, where it was coming from. Out there off different octaves and stuff, where the plan is just it's embodying it here. Like.
Yeah. And today, Luis channel for the first time consciously using and combining the light languages and the channel. So
Sure.
that was like another one, another huge advance
Yeah.
achievement. Niniyama to
You
Mateisha
know
Baba.
what? Louis is doing like Louis is flying anyway. Kino kuata. Chana way wata. Matuaka.
Luis is gonna come and pick us up with the spaceship.
Yeah. Oh, waka. With all the lights on. Sanu wakata. Kimu wakata kuwe.
Matatai te atakau, tai te ao ataka.
Jaya wangu watata. Kuni kumbu waka.
Haruma, chau, machau,
Matuku atai
kotau,
te
maka.
moata.
Chawu wata kiku waka te kiku waka.
Shanaru mahaka, huta sama, hutua, nisama mahuma,
Mata watata.
hatawa bata. Chukua.
Chawa.
And before, the light languages from, I think Patrick was gone straight away. I didn't even
Really?
hear his light languages.
Really?
I think
So glad. Whatever he's like.
he say today all for me, all of them for me.
Brilliant. Lovely.
That's wonderful. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
that's
told him from the very beginning. Whenever you come and you feel tired and you don't feel like doing the transmission, just stay there and receive for as much as you can, because we are here also to do that, and we are doing it to each other. We are supporting each other at once. Ninda mau hua.
Wow, tata. And I even noticed like I'm just super. I have zero time. I'm just super busy at work. And it's all good, but it's like around the clock. So it's like I don't even have enough time for nothing really. Just work until I'm
During the
back.
week, you mean?
During the week,
Yeah.
I'm working weekends as well.
Oof, it has been for me as well. Like
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
density, all
Yes.
all related to density,
Yeah.
and family issues, and like
Yeah.
I need a break.
Suakata.
I needed this
Suakata.
wonderful moment.
Ibiza. You said you're going to Ibiza, yeah? Ibiza. You going to Ibiza?
I want to go to any of these islands is fine. I mean, anyone with one of these communities. I'm going to try any of them.
I think there's a no, did you hear about that quantum hypnosis gathering? My friend, she
No.
does a quantum. Well, she's a like yourself. She's up the country here, but she told me that because she messaged me there. We were just messaging each other about stuff because I'm taking off to the States, and I said if she wants, she could join us because I'm going over with a buddy. And she said she's going to Ibiza, and there's some supposed to be some quantum hypnosis kind of gathering.
Like a big meeting gathering.
Yeah. I think they're usually all over the world, but this year it's in Ibiza. And my sister then has actually just messaged me. She's in Ibiza. And she messaged me. She sent some photos. She's in Ibiza as well. She started leaving. I can't wait to get back there.
Oh yeah, the energy is amazing.
Amazing. It's about 25 years since I've been there, maybe longer. Yeah, 24 years. Amazing, 25 years.
And it's so close.
So close.
Yeah, it's just around the corner. Really, today with the flight, it's really around the corner. It's not like for Luis, no, that is in Brazil.
No,
we have it just like 1 hour and maybe 30 minutes flight.
And I think it's probably you probably get a flight easier than me, but I don't know. I think
really you had to fly to London to get one.
I think the flights are about they're expensive enough. When I was looking at it, but what I could do is I could fly to Valencia, or else some part of Spain, and then I could get a Ryanair to Valencia, and then I could get another flight from Valencia to Ibiza, but it was cheap. Like it'd be like I seen him like for 25 quid from Valencia. Flights and the same Valencia, then you get it from like €50. So that's a cheap flight. 70 quid.
Yeah.
That's
very cheap.
That's
Very
unbelievable.
cheap. Yeah, from Alicante you can take also connections. Also, you can choose the ferry.
Yeah, I've never been to Alicante.
It's not that expensive. Alicante.
Yeah.
Oof,
Good.
Very good energy, brother.
Yeah.
Special, very special. There is a big rock called Peñón de Ifac.
Yeah.
And this rock, brother, is not a simple rock. It's a massive,
Whoa.
huge rock in the ocean. That you say, what the heck is this from the prehistoric times? Or it's like you look at it and you say that there must be some dinosaurs there.
Whoa.
It's a massive rock there in the ocean that really impact the landscape in Shababa. And that place has a lot of energy. And magically, I had my grandmother's sister. She lived there where that rock is in Indiana, and I used to go practically every summer. So that's why I know that the energy there is incredible, because every time we were going there, we were coming back as new. Despite all the violence from that and all that stuff.
Amazing.
Shawama. So there are so many places in the world full of.
Lewis probably has some interesting spots near him too.
In Brazil? Jesus. Wakwata. What is your favorite spot, Luis, in your country? Numa, Sanagubata. I think he's busy piloting the ship.
Yeah. I've never been to South America, but I'd like to get over there.
Me too, brother. Let's see if we can meet when you go there, because you say that you wanted to go this time, but you cannot combine North of America with South America. Well, let's see if in the following one we can, because I haven't been either. I haven't been, and yeah.
You navigate it easier than me anyway, because I don't have a word of Spanish.
Yeah, but that's why it will be amazing if you come with us. If we meet Luis, if we meet the light language group, we can talk to people and organize everything in seconds. Wow. And we speak the light languages, and we speak also the Spanish, and then we organize things quickly. Everything flows. It's not a boundary. The language is not gonna be a boundary if we go together. And Luis understands the Spanish very well. Tisha Makuata and speak as well. Nite Kukata Oko.
Like a natural. Like a natural, I suppose. Like a natural.
Tsasub Ashak is sort of you mean natural?
Matakai Yamakauto Itao Matakai Yamakoata Itiokoanata Itiaka Makavuto Koana Mauteaka Itiana Utukoata.
Yeah. The tour.
I don't really like to speak Spanish, but I can understand it.
You do, brother. You do, because you have survived many encounters in the light language group in Spanish. So that.
I imagine you very good Spanish, Lewis, no?
Not really.
I mean, it's
No,
enough
But
to be in the group and to understand what we are saying. Shawama, he can follow. The thing is
yeah,
that for us it's easier to follow what we are saying than to speak the language. I mean, for me, Portuguese. I mean, Shawama, I can understand,
yeah,
but I cannot speak, and the other way around. So he can be in the light language group, understand everything on Fridays, and yeah, react when he needs to react because he's getting everything.
Do you notice, is there a little different format with the Spanish group and this group?
It's different, brother. It's
Yeah.
different. But without even planning it.
The way
It's
like
complementary.
Yeah.
I truly believe that at some point we'll merge.
different there's different textures, like
So it's just like what is here is complementary what is there, and the
Yeah.
other way around.
yeah
And my feeling is that one day we will do a trip like that, or we will be going in different places in the world. We will organize light languages encounters or conferences to spread the light languages in the world. And there we are going to meet in person, all of us. So that is going to be like an amazing merging feeling.
Yeah.
Because we are going to share what we've been developing over the years. Nakuma, Tsatuma, Chisha.
The soul love that too.
Oh yeah. They tell me that the same way that we will be sharing this with other humans, we will be sharing with each other what is complementary to each other. Mahatuta. So we won't experience it like something like boring, but the contrary, like exciting. It's like, look at the guys from the Spanish group. Look what they are saying. Look what they do, and they are the same way around. It's like, look at this guy, like, and I was always guided to keep it that way, and I didn't know why, but now I'm getting those images and feelings much stronger that it's going to happen eventually like that.
That's good that you're following your intuitive
Yes, brother.
stories.
And that is so hard. That is so hard because I come across with so many people who follow only the logic, and they get upset with me, and they think that I don't want them to be here. It's not that. It's not that. There is so much behind that I can only say to them, look, I'm doing this because I'm guided to do it this way, and I promise you that I'm not doing this from my own Ismail, let's say, individual decision. Is following much more. Is following a greater energy, a greater force, and I know that is for a big reasons later on. Nara muhuru asha norumaka. So many people, Ismail, I would like to come to the English group, from the Spanish group. They're telling me, I would like to come to the English light language group because we want to practice English and learn English. And I say, no, this is not a group to learn English, love. You can learn English in so many places around the world, and this is something bigger than there is something going on here. And I'm not saying bigger from the ego, that is something more special than anything else. No, it is just the way it is. It is special the way it is.
It's unlearning from English.
Exactly. And learning from English. You say it, brother.
At the same time.
You are saying it's dissolving
dissolving the program.
The program. Definitely. Instead of me having to focus. Do you remember when Naida was here that I had to translate to her every single word? Oof, that was taking tons of energy from me. Tons of energy from the whole thing, until I realized that reached the moment to to change
Yeah, super wata.
and start.
Yeah, but you hold it well though. You hold the space well.
Because it was meant to be that way, brother.
Yeah.
Until that point, it was meant to be that way. Because for Naida, that changed her life as well.
Yeah, she's great.
It was part of her and she changed other people's life, the people who were present here. So
Yeah.
nothing was a mistake. Everything was perfect. Everything is, or if we follow really our intuition, everything it develops in a so magical way.
Yeah, and it's like that. Like even if I'm doing certain healings, like if I've been asked to do certain healings, so sometimes I say, look, this might never work, or there's my number. I was like, if you need anything, there's my number, and I get no phone calls, so it's grand. So no walk out that. Sometimes I'd be curious, but it's the ones that tell me, and they're like, oh, whoa, wait. And I was like, you just say it's all good, like they're like, yeah. But I would say to them, like, supposedly they say that some people say that things come up and stuff. I'm gonna try and do something, so it's gonna be as gentle as possible. So, but if anything comes up or whatever, so this is what they always hear, and they're like, it's all good. So, then it's rolling like. Samua kata ki.
Tuma hatana ma tisana. Wonderful. Sama Sanaka Ahota Hatubata Tubaka Tawaba. And all our sister, Christy Nicole, Alison, Khadija, and I will continue the list on and on. So many special beings that have come here and drop their beauty and whatever they had to share. Everything has been a blessing. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last day of the Light Languages group and Collective Healing Intention. Is the week 149. So I thought to finish it today, and that's why we are saying this, because it does sounds like we are doing a review of all the things, like we are saying goodbye.
Real TV. Real TV.
Real TV. We are actually live. In a way, we are live. Nima kaupa tu chachuana. We don't do anything like these videos are not edited. They are edited because I add things, and sometimes when there is maybe a noise or something that doesn't match, because somebody who come visiting us start talking about something really like yeah, Taramaku Wosa Takubata Cheshawapa.
I'd say if my niece dropped in it, that's exactly what would probably happen.
No, brother, no. No, wama chumaka ubata. Shawabaka tuta sheta wabataka out to poshuku to mama. If I edited that, if that happened, I will only edit it because YouTube doesn't allow children to be in the videos. If you let children to be in the videos, you have to sign like a sort of certificate thing. Yeah.
Is this a new thing, or is it?
It has been going on for the last 1 year and 2 years and a half for protection of children.
These I never even knew that. But
it doesn't really bother me. For example, I don't really know how old Sarah is, this lady with Down syndrome in the Spanish group. I don't know. She sounds really young, very young. But well, if
That's
they tell
amazing.
me something, if YouTube tell me something, I'm going to tell them the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
And if they tell me to edit that part, well, I will edit it, and that's it. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I eventually, like I say, I was shown that there will be children and teenagers. So eventually, I'm going to sign that paper when that start happening more and more.
That'd
Yeah,
be
definitely.
super cool.
I don't have nothing to hide from. Neme apa kupuvata.
You know what? And it's so rewarding for them too,
Yes.
and so advanced too, as in like that they have to got speaking and running whatever through.
And it's so rewarding for us as well. So refreshing to exchange energies with them and have fun and joy and break those separations between age.
And it'd be like the elder, just like the way the elders used to before the elders would share down the
with the youngest in our tribes. The elders were with our children, and they were playing, and they were being just like children, and they were taking the opportunity to share the wisdom and pass the tradition to them. Also in Egypt, when I have come across with a lot of information about how the Egyptian civilization was. One of the things that they were doing is that the elders were, they were, they were educating the children whilst the parents were doing something else, like healing others or other things.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because they could they could definitely bring them on, and especially too, like the tangibility of it, like so, like reading from a book, or else you're speaking from books, or transforming from speaking through books at the same time, and just beyond contrast of reality is amazing. Because the gifts of even their imagination that sometimes gets lost through structures that might be put in place to distract, so they become more aware of
I was feeling the same.
the tangibility of their imagination.
Every time we are more aware that we are tapping into the same source of information. By creating the space, we create the column of energy flowing. All the downloads. Tumaka amaka babata. Shika wapa.
Matakai mata unai.
Tasana tumasana. Konta inekama junta nina kuma. Such a cozy place. Nara kukaka utawama wama to be with you guys. Nama kumata china upa hakute sete kitana akuka tawama. Remember that you can take and do the same anywhere else you want. Nimaka ota to te tikumaka taso. Those brothers and sisters that you create the space with, they just need to be in a similar vibration than yours. Nineme kama senitaku tana, and 0 ego, mara mas saguku kakana. And that's something I realize in all this journey, that when people have been working their shadows, and when people have been working the ego, and have managed to overcome it, and understand really why it's there for, is when, yeah, Shamaka Oto is there, when they've been creating these spaces with us also so cozy. Initish ahara utishatama umpachana shika kuka hota teki tanaka tota takukuata. Yeah. When are you going to US, brother?
I'm actually, I actually just did the essay there, which I was talking to you about. It's funny. It's like whatever I have with computers,
Yeah.
phones, emails, ever since I was young, I'm like,
Stop
I'm
working.
so slow.
It's very slow.
No, I'm so slow. I find it like everyone else could do it, no problem. But I always find them like super slow, like with visas, with everything, like super slow.
Oof, because it's very dense, brother.
I
It's,
just,
it's
I,
super dense.
I just don't understand. I do not understand how things like how it wouldn't even work with my phone. Like this is a new phone. It's about
Yeah.
3 months old. But I tried to scan it and it didn't work. And then I asked these questions, and I think I actually sent 2 forms because it wouldn't take the first one, 3 actually. So and I think one of them, it asked me did I go to Cuba? I know it's got something to do with Cuba, but and the first one I said I did, but then the second one I said I didn't. So hopefully they won't add the 2 of them up, but they probably won't. I should be fine.
It's,
Hopefully.
yeah.
But the Canada is going to be next week. No, it'll be 26th, and I'll be there for a few days. I need to sort out some stuff. Um, I might connect. I might drop a message to some this gang from my spiritualist church, but I don't know because people I'm meeting is kind of very sporadic,
Yeah.
and there's no one is the same. Like a lot of my friends, they're all very, very different. Like very, very different.
Yeah.
None of them are kind of it's oh yeah, this works to get on with that. They're just all different. They're all different. There's yeah, they're all different. So I wasn't planning it, but the guy that I was talking with his mother, he's after buying a house with well, he's married to one of my friends. They're after buying a house. So they're on about create some party. They don't want me well, he wants me to go up. He said it's up to himself. He doesn't want to be taking me from my journeys.
Yeah.
So, but he was telling me, look, I'm going to organize a party and land up. So I probably will. I'd say I will land up on the Friday. So I'm going to land in there on Tuesday. I lost my permanent residency because when I came back here, I'm not sure I'll even get it, but I'll check it out. I wasn't there to pick it up because I didn't get vaccinated, and the house I was renting was on the market, got sold, so the people that were renting it sent back my permanent residency, and it ended up getting terminated. So I might have a chat to them about that, but I don't really care if I don't get anything about it. But I'd be interesting because a lot of the work that I was doing, they were actually hub access points. So I was doing heritage. I think I might have this. My work is masonry, but a lot of the buildings around Toronto, there's certain spots. So there were actually like there was transfiguration of information being running through 'em. So I'd be curious what way the streets are going to be like. Are they going to be more chaotic, or I'm just
More
interested,
balanced.
or is it going to be because that's what I used to. I was just witness consciousness. That's what I used to witness. Is the way things are, like certain areas are like running down, other parts are thing, and that's one of the things I should be super aware of, like just the way consciousness was running through different areas and the way things are vibrating at different levels. And what I used to do when I was communicating with the buildings was communicating with certain star systems, and that's when the buildings were just all alignment, direct alignment. So everything I was put into the building, I was working with the masonry, working with the bricks, communicating with density of the sand through the water molecules to the of the bricks to the densities of the transfiguration and the linear lateral points of accuracy when the buildings were even put there, but they were lifted as well. So it was interesting to be a part of, because that's what's happening. That's why I'm there. That's why I'm a Mason.
Let's see how you find
That's
everything.
that's why the light is running. So it'll be interesting to see what way
Yeah,
things are
yeah.
going to go on. So that's Canada, and then the States will be one of my buddies. He wants to connect to I think a couple of First Nation gangs, I'd say, and I'm just kind of looking forward to going to Shasta and Sedona.
I thought you were going to Vegas.
No, you know, one of my flights was going to Vegas, cancelled, and I didn't get any money back. That's funny. I just see him a dinosaur, even a ring and stuff. So I was actually, it was an 11-hour wait in Vegas. So I was definitely gonna explore Vegas. I was gonna rock
the
Vegas.
5-star hotels.
Yeah, I was going to
Just spend
probably,
£1,000 for a night somewhere. It's
not,
so contradictory to
you know,
what we are.
I know.
Nimeshama maku otama
Even,
shabaka.
even though I did say to my buddy, we rent the car. I said, we rent the car. I said, I'm not sure what even. Shasta's supposed to have some fires last year. A lot of people have actually kind of left. Like my friend left. She was invited me to her place. She said whenever I wanted to. I really should have landed there sooner, but it was then COVID hit. And it's only recently you can get in there without the vaccination. But what I was saying is, like, we rent the car, and we just go wherever. But he was saying it because when my friend said that he was kind of saying that, he wouldn't be as rough and ready as me. Like, I was like saying, no, what we do is get the car. Last thing, all we don't need is, right, worst of the worst is we crash in the car. We go straight to Shasta, and maybe there's people living in the woods, and maybe you get a sleeping bag or a tent. Perfect.
It's perfect.
Where I think actually a lot of my friends think of it, I don't even notice that. Like, I don't think I'm like a total ruffian, like, but a lot of people do say I'm like easy going that way. Like, sometimes they would say to me like, geez, I don't know, I need the bed and I need this thing. I was like, yeah, but there's still a bed, like, or you still find a bed. So they really need those comforts. I like those comforts, but when I'm on a journey like that, I don't really care.
You know Tiara,
Yeah,
our friend who comes sometimes here, and
she's in the car.
she was sleeping in the car for I think
Perfect.
3 years.
Perfect.
Years in the forest.
Yeah,
She made her car her home.
yeah.
Tamaga
Like
chubata.
like when I was planning to even get over to England, I'm looking for the right vehicle. So what I would do is like a wagon, and I would just start hitting the sacred sites as something reliable.
That will be the ideal, to have a van with the solar panels and
Yeah.
let's go.
Started.
Let's go.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oof. You can recharge your battery. Oh, I mean the battery for the car or the van with solar panels. That will
Perfect.
be, oh my god.
Perfect. And then wherever.
Oof, exactly. For
Wherever.
free, going everywhere for free, and
Thanks.
sleeping wherever you like.
Wherever it calls you, whatever, and even if you want to bounce around the communities or whatever and explore,
Yeah.
right.
You
Check
can
this out.
stay with one community for some time, then you can go to another one, or you
Yeah.
just can go and be with yourself anyway. Name Shama, tupa paka
Or
tupa.
you wanted to chill up at a beach, or like you could come across, like even here there's a spot there. I was living down there for about 2 years, Clonakilty, when I came back. Lovely spot. And yeah, you could have a camper van, and even you could have a shower. Like basically you could have a swim, or you could have a shower. You could live there. You'd have a shower, there's outside showers. Perfect.
Yeah. There are some of these vans that they come with like a water deposit or reservoir. From the sun itself, it heats, and then when you have the shower, it comes warm, warm water.
Yeah.
Namakatubata.
Perfect.
Oh my god, that's my dream as well.
I was just thinking of, I think I might be doing a job down there again. We'll talk about it during the week. So maybe if I am going back down there, I don't know, would I just invest in a camper van, and instead of renting a place, just live in a camper van.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
There's a nice tidy camper van, like a Volkswagen Transporter. Converted maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Volkswagen Transport
Yeah.
is the good one. I always like that one.
And they don't even know it's a camper. You might put a side window in it, 1 or 2 side windows. Nice tidy camper. Nice tidy van.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The shamanic.
What's that?
The shamanic van.
Oh, the shamanic van, yeah.
You will call it that way. The shamanic van.
The van has no labels.
No,
No labels.
it won't have labels.
No. But all the archetypes are running through it.
Yeah,
No,
they will be all there, all the archetypes.
yeah. We've got giraffe.
With a photograph of yourself like
Yeah,
this, like saying, "Come and have a session with me."
I don't know.
I'm the shaman man in the shamanic van.
Oh, definitely not. Oh, no way. No way.
It's like an American advert.
I know. Jesus. I couldn't even advertise. There's actually people are telling me that I should be advertising and sticking up this, sticking up that. I don't have a clue. Yeah, even at work, I remember us talking about the website there. I still didn't get around to that. Yeah, it's all in good time. It's all in good time.
Yeah.
No, you know.
I know someone doing something similar, but with ayahuasca, with a camper van going around the places and giving sessions of ayahuasca.
No, I won't do it.
No, it's not not our dream.
No, like ayahuasca is amazing.
Yeah. Nothing
Yeah, I
against
think
to
it's,
ayahuasca. It's just it's not our way.
Yeah, you just need to be. I think people that work with ayahuasca, each their own, but I think they need to be very. They want to know what they're working with, and they want to know who they're working with.
Yeah.
And you need to know the medicine. Amazing, and because people are like there's a lot of people here that have lost their minds. Sometimes you lose your mind, you find your mind.
The ayahuasca expert in the group is Luis.
Luis?
Yeah. So when we go and visit him in Brazil, we
Yeah.
will have a taste.
2 cups. Cup and a half. The first cup, just check it out and warm into it. Yeah.
Luis, how many times have you tried ayahuasca?
I don't know, 10,
Uncountable.
16,
Uncountable.
a few times, but
Few
it's
times.
been some time that I haven't
Try.
participated in in a ritual and stuff. More
Is there,
chill
med-
now, but still
is,
up to it.
is there a
If
lot
you
of
guys want.
medicine people? Is there a lot of medicine people who work with the plants, like traditional, down your way, or is it incorporated from fields close in the area or faraway fields, or is the plant reside?
Tiana,
No,
Ukoatai Kautuana,
is it,
Mukoatai Tiana.
or does the plant
Local witches.
local?
Witches are everywhere, so
Yeah, yeah.
He
they're
goes
like
to
there's
the authentic stuff.
Yeah. That's what it's gonna say, because Sean, when I worked for years ago, he said that what he used to see in Peru, he said there's ones that are to uplift the he said it different, but what I'm gonna word is because there's ones to uplift and there's ones to like empowerment for an individual, but then there's ones that will take, so they'll deplete. And yeah, so it's like one or the other. So it's, he said they to be super careful in Peru. That's what he said. That was just his interpretation. But they were from Peru. They loved it, and he's very advanced. He was Colombian. Zen Buddhists. Amazing, actually, amazing. But but like I know from some shaman here that there's a lot of people that are supposed to have lost their minds from ayahuasca around Ireland. Yeah, but it's kind of funny because I think even this probably not the some say it's not the medicine of the of here really. So you're gonna get that from ayahuasca anyway. You like I've worked with it. It's a different, like I've worked with certain plants and stuff, and I get the whole thing of I think it's very important for people to be educated on what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And sometimes it is not just about education. It's about you having that in your genes, in your ancestors, in your.
yeah,
So it's some. I have seen a lot of business made out of ayahuasca, uh, where
they talk about that.
they organize these courses in Peru, that you had to pay for every level that you do. You pay like £3,000.
Mm.
And the guy
Oh,
who organized that is a British guy. So it's like I'm not saying that a British guy cannot do ayahuasca, but
yeah.
in the way
Yeah,
that everything is organized, asking people for £3,000 for
I
it,
know,
for what?
I know, I know.
No.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said to my buddy. I said to my buddy because he's actually they're on the venture over there to Peru, and two of them they don't know each other. One's from Canada, one's from one guy does work with a lot of ayahuasca. Guy from Canada, he he actually ended up being on it, being on the front of a magazine for it in the States. But what I would say to them is like, try to find people that are from. I know it's even though
From the land.
from the land, even though Jacob reckons that it can be hard enough. He said he was over there. He reckons it can be hard enough to
Yeah.
kind of find it.
Yeah.
But maybe if you go outside, maybe if you go outside certain areas, And you know, like anyway, I suppose the universe, if you're hopping off a certain wave band frequency, and you're ready to work with it, or maybe you're not. You meet the right crew.
Best place is Las Vegas.
Oh yeah. Oh, I Coyote. Sitting out the back. Sitting out the back there outside back of the MGM club there with some peyote or a cup of San Pedro.
San Pedro.
Yeah, we are gonna blow this whole universe apart.
And what happened in Vegas stay in Vegas. That's why
Stay-
we don't know how
stay-
amazing it is.
Yeah. 2 days later, walking around with an alien.
Playing the machines.
Communicating like
In the casino.
yeah, going up.
Play the black. Play the black.
Have you been to Vegas?
No, but I have seen so many
Yeah,
documentaries and movies, like
Yeah.
comedy movies and things like that.
Vegas is
It's another world. It's
God,
another world.
no time.
Yeah. I found out, I mean, in one of these videos that go around viral, I have seen the new sphere that they have created over there. Have you seen it?
No,
Well-
but I remember I was there in 2002, and like the buildings are like you couldn't like crazy like they're like something you couldn't even describe them.
Doesn't fit in our
No,
way that in the way that we conceive reality.
yeah, it's like it's awesome. It's on another level. But there, you probably love the drive to like. I remember driving through Arizona. You would probably love it. I just
Yeah.
wrong. No, we're just gonna pick it up. That the whole like just the vibe of the place, like Arizona, the vibe is.
Yeah, the Arizona vibes. I love it. I feel it. I feel it when I see a documentary or something. I vibrate with that place. And
Yeah.
I really want to go, but not necessarily to
Sure,
Vegas.
I wouldn't not say like
I will send you a photo, brother. When I'm there, I say, I told you I wasn't gonna go ever there, but I am here now.
up
I'm
picture
playing casino.
out of this stratosphere. Yeah, Well, when I got the flight in, it was actually I didn't want to go into Vegas, but I was going to Vegas. I was like, Vegas. This is interesting. No, my flight isn't into Vegas, so maybe I wasn't supposed to go to Vegas. And my flight's my flight is directing me away from Vegas. But I would definitely land in just to see the place. But I remember even party people I used to live with years ago, in the States for 3 months, 2000s, and they were like, "No, you never last weekend, and that's it." I actually felt I could definitely would have stayed there for weeks. Just
In
the vibe
Vegas?
of it. It wasn't even the vibe of the place. It was the land.
The
I like
land. That's what I feel also. That's what I think also, and I feel.
Land. But
It's the
but
land. It's very magic.
there's a land, but then there's so much structure and there's a lot of madness as well going on there.
It's the extreme madness.
It's true. Yeah.
There is extreme there.
Yeah, I didn't like out of the trip like from all the places I went to like. Well, I thought I think it's Daytona. I think I hit the Daytona that time as well. Daytona was a super cool spot. South Carolina was a super cool spot. Vegas, I didn't like. It's cool to witness, but it was just a bit. It's different. It's different.
It's a bit shocking. Yeah,
different.
I recently saw a documentary of and a Spanish guy, a YouTuber who go there. Um, he wanted to explore the inner
Underground.
tunnels
Yeah, yeah.
underground.
Kids are where the kids in the
Lot of people living
living in the grounds. Yeah,
under the ground,
yeah.
under these
Oh,
massive buildings where there is so much money going on,
I know.
and they are living on in these tunnels with the drugs and so much going on underground, and it's like uncover or like it's underground. It's
Yeah.
like it's like
The other side of it, like,
yeah,
yeah. So it's
it's
another
like
world.
extreme, total extreme of
I know.
money and material. But I think it's created because of what we are saying, because the 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 land is already magic. The land is already, it has something very very special. So you can go from one extreme to another.
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't support this extreme or the other. They don't seem to find the balance.
Yeah.
Mata.
Yeah, like even area is it area 51, is it?
That's what I was gonna ask you, brother.
Yeah.
If the area
Yeah.
51, whatever,
Stop.
if
Stop
it was
there.
there,
Yeah.
it is
Stop
there,
there.
isn't it?
We stopped. Actually, we stopped there.
Ah,
and,
you went,
Yeah. We
and,
stopped there, and
that's
it was,
restricted, no?
well, we were close to it. Like,
Yeah. Well,
I'm not
there is
joking.
until one point that you can
Any
approach.
like this was 2000s. Any of the like the gas stations. I love
Yeah.
stopping at the gas stations because you can really, like you really get the vibe of what's going on in areas. Like, and you
You
can see,
see aliens everywhere, no?
yeah, or you can see things being depleted. You can
Yeah.
see the way energetic structures have changed through time. You can see like what's happening in areas, and then you can see certain situations where people are kind of remote, where there's certain areas that are there. It seems like they're pretty remote, but when I landed there, I ended up picking up an alien. I pulled out this alien, this green alien.
It was dressing as an alien.
There was an alien in the shop, so I picked it up and I showed it to my buddies. I was like, "Look at this fella, he's brilliant." And so we took him around with him. We took him around with us. So I threw a little hat, like a sun hat on him, like what do they call him? Like a fisherman's hat. He had an old orange fisherman's hat on him, and we took him around clubbing with us. An alien. We brought him back to the city. Actually, we called him Jesse. But the vibe there, yeah, it's like for me, being probably in the 20s, like you would get a kind of an alien vibe even then, like even at that age, like kind of like rebellious, kind of doing this, doing that, saying like I did definitely feel there was a vibe going on there.
Yeah.
Um,
In this YouTuber documentary, I feel that also. He doesn't show any alien really, but you can feel that they've been in that area a lot. You can feel the vibration when
yeah.
you see the images as well.
Even though some say that they're only saying that, so some say, this is what I think, things I've come across through talks long time ago. Well, it's probably 6 years ago anyway. That some say they put that there, that area, but it's actually an area just off it again. So it's kind of like a kind of a to try and debunk people
Yeah,
say, oh, it's there, but it's actually
somewhere else.
somewhere else. Well, when we were on our way to Vegas, we got a puncture beforehand. We had a Space Saver, Space Saver's skinny wheel. I was driving and we were like doing 70, 80 miles an hour. No, I was driving, I was in the back. I was drinking in the back, actually. I was drinking in the back. And the lads pulled over because of the tire, checking the tire. And I'm not joking, yeah. I'm not making this up because I was sharing it to my buddy over the weekend. As far as I could see, there was tanks, U.S. Army tanks. As far as I could see, and like where I was pretty flat, no, the desert. Like, as far as I could see, there was U.S. tanks. and we were there for probably 25 minutes. So it was 25 minutes. So a tank's going to probably pass you probably every couple, at least probably every 2 seconds.
Wow.
So if a tank is passing me every couple of seconds, probably every second, 2 seconds, by 1, 2, 3, maybe gone. 1, 2, 3, gone. So for 25 minutes to half an hour, as far as you could see with tanks, it was one strip of tanks going from one side to the next.
Wow. In
There
these
must have been.
massive roads, no, that they are like a straight roads.
It was a back
for
road. It was a back road, so it's not a main road. It's a back road.
back
And I was
roads.
like going, and like even then, I was like, this is normal. This isn't normal at all.
It's normal. That
Like,
was normal for that.
I was like, how could there be so many tanks out here? And they were just all desert tanks. And I remember there was one guy saluted out of all of those couple of thousand tanks probably that passed
But
us.
why they have them there?
I don't know.
Just for training, or
Oh,
maybe they can shoot in those areas without creating any
Jesus.
danger to others.
How many tanks? Like, how many tanks can there be?
Or maybe they are taking those tanks to that place that they might have some technology to transport the tanks somewhere else. God knows what is there in that area 40 whatever.
It was before. It was probably about 40 minutes. I think it's 40 minutes before Vegas, because remember we Nokia phones. My phone had died, and my brother was trying to ring me. I think my mother was trying to ring me or something like that, and because she was worried because she couldn't contact us. So I think I remember it was 40 minutes away from Vegas. But I just couldn't, like, I've never read anything, I've never heard anything, I've never seen a video of so many tanks. It was actually mind blowing, because as far as I could see into the horizon, there was tanks. So that must have been at least 15 miles of tanks.
It might feel like being in a movie, no? Like you're saying, what is this? The end of the world?
I didn't even think of it like that, because I was still drinking, so I was like actually laughing at them. Yeah, I was laughing at them, but there was no one, even though when we kind of passed through, you kind of straightened up. We were like, all right, these guys.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a big experience actually to see that, to witness that, and to witness them all passing, and you're like going, what is this? What's going on here? Like, where would you go? Where would you even put them? Where would you put thousands and thousands and thousands of tanks? They have enough land, I know. Like, what are you gonna do with so many tanks? It was like,
I really believe that there's places where they can
yeah, you're saying like,
teleport
yeah, or actually
somehow
inter
bases. Yeah.
they know the keys of the fabrication of reality, and they're able to cross
Matter
weave
and
it to
antimatter.
another. Yeah,
Yeah, they can.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what geometry is anyway.
It is.
That's what we're doing. We're doing it in a
Yeah.
weave through, and then we're blending it through.
We do it with healing and
Yeah.
namacha, kukachana.
There's one's doing with yeah, lock hub axis points. So they're yeah, you can lock hub axis points, cross-figure the information, and then transfer it to a different destination. Yeah,
In this area 59 or whatever number is, I have heard testimonies of people who were working there, and they were testifying their work, their scientific work, working with aliens, and they were saying that they are tunnels underground in that massive desert. There are places underground that you go down, and then it's like an ant nest with so many tunnels inside and going to different departments, and it's a massive wall underground under that area. Everything is sort of camouflage, and they want to debunk, like, yeah, I heard that as well, that they are saying that the area is the thing is there just to
Yeah,
yeah,
put the intention into that.
to put the intention to that, but there is stuff, because I heard people who are already in their 70s, 80s, who are not anymore afraid of dying or being persecuted by the government,
Oh yeah,
and they have been uh, whistleblowers, they say.
Whistleblowers, yeah.
Whistleblower. Nita Kuwaka. I really love these people who have the courage to come in public and say what they saw. I love it. I really love it.
Actually, before I left, I think it was about 2018. It was fully the year before I left Toronto. I went to these ufologist gathering group, and one of the guys, he was Italian, and I just landed in, like, and majority of none of them were into spirituality or meditation or anything, but they were kind of freaking out over certain stuff. And I just said, it's all spirituality, everything is spiritual, whatever. And then the Italian was like, look at me, because I love meeting people like you. And then he started asking me, because he wanted to ask me what stuff. So he met me. I think he met me out once. I met him once more, and we wanted to ask me when I go for an interview him, because he's asking me about certain stuff. And he actually rang me when I came back here, and then I said to him, I talked to him with the languages. And out of nowhere, in my head, I said, "You speak the languages," and he started speaking.
Wow.
I said, "This is it." And then, but he said that he started talking about. He said, "There's a guy supposed to crash the ship himself. This guy is supposed to be Pleiades, I think he's from the Pleiades. He crashed the ship around that area. I think he said around that area. Yeah, around that area. But they ended up capturing him. He captured himself. It was himself and a woman, but they weren't in a relationship. She was older than him, but they aged different. They aged, like, he said he was like 40, 45 maybe, but he looked like 20.
Yeah.
Or he might be 50, but he looks like 30. And he basically got in touch with him, and he said what happened is, the story is pretty interesting. They had him locked up and they were testing him for years. I think it was 17 years. But he ended up coming across this guy that actually liked him. And whatever way, I think he was locked up as well. Like, and he let the key open, and he said, "You're free to go." He said, "Just don't tell anyone. Like, I'm not supposed to do this." But he took off. He got away with it. He ended up adapting to society, into reality. But supposedly, this is what I hear. Like, I'm not saying anything is fact in here. I'm saying, because I even said to your man, I said, "Do you notice anything different about him?" And I said, "Did you meet him?" He said he didn't meet him. He was going to meet him, but he said that he said his feet. You know the way we have got like our toes, like we've got we've got 5 toes. He is like 3 toes. He's 3 toes, yeah. And I said, did you see them? And he said, yeah, I see. We do a video thing, and he said, I seen him. I was like, that's interesting.
That's really interesting.
But he said that the First Nations. He said he arrived in the First Nations, and he said probably Lakota. Actually, I think it was Lakota. But he said that he said a few things to them. Supposedly there was a prophecy that he was going to arrive, and he was like, I'm blah 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 and blah 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 blah. So whatever he is, like I'm a being coming from a different place, space, for the time. Whatever he's gonna say, or I come from the Pleiades, or I'm just gonna say. But they didn't believe him. But there was supposed to be some hidden rock where there was an amulet, or you know, like I can't say, like a jar. Let's just say, I'm just using the word jar now, it might be something else. But there was a load of notes in it, and I think there was even the explanation of him. And he said, if you look, he said there was a rock put down there by the elders or whatever, back in the 70s or 1970s or whatever it was. They pulled it out. He showed them where the rock was. He showed them the thing. They pulled it out, and it was basically him. And they were like, that's when they kind of, he's more or less Soyman says he's like an advisor, which is pretty interesting if it's factual.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
It's been fascinating me all my life.
But he said that he found that the earth field is super hard to advance, and he felt, I think when you listen to one, I think I listened to talk on him, I didn't listen that much. I should actually maybe, I might give him a shout actually. But he said that, I think your man said it's pretty tough here, right? To adapt, like.
Yeah.
That the whole reality of the way, you know, the way things are, the way people treat each other, and yeah. He found it pretty hard. His ship actually crashed. That's what it was. His ship crashed, and I think he was supposedly going somewhere else, and the ship crashed. But the funny thing is, there was a prediction about it too. So it's super interesting. There's been a few things like that. Like I think there's a few things even in the 30s, I think in 40s, and I've listened to some stuff from a woman that was interviewing aliens, and a lot of it was telepathy. There's a lot of it communication, telepathy, and a lot of it kind of hard. There'd be scrutinized and stuff. Super advanced in ways, I think they're like light years ahead of advancement than the humans, like. And yeah, was there one? I know I came across loads of interesting stuff before on it, just some talks.
And maybe you come across with more things in this trip that you go now.
This was before I went to Shasta. This was like, I remember just coming across like super interesting stuff, just from talks. I never heard of them again. Like your man, you know, the fellow with the rocket. Do you remember the fellow who's got the rocket in his car? That's supposed to have, the guy, Joe Rogan has interviewed him. He's a rocket-propelled Honda Civic. He created a rocket-propelled Honda Civic. It was good for 200 miles an hour back in 1984, 1985. I'm going to try find it and send it on.
Okay, brother.
Yeah, he's a bit interesting, but there's more than that.
Chawaka. Let's go to sleep now.
I know.
I'm falling already.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. A big hug to you.
Talking, man. You know what?
See you soon, brother.
Thanks very much.
To you.
Jambata kumbakata Tishanakam Tanakaumba Danumanaka Esekirma Hainakama Teseke Daumaka Hesishakam Tuntakai Kuma Annakata Eseshe Kayakumbakata Heyaka